Hey, cows! Come on, cows, come on! Come on, 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 Skywalker! Come on! Hey! Come on! There you go! Good job, little buddy! Good job! So what's up, everyone, and welcome to a very dreary and rainy and another soggy day here in East Texas. It's been raining for like the past 5 days almost non-stop, and it's just overloaded with water. But before we get started, I just want to thank all the new subscribers. We've had a huge influx lately, mainly due to the collaboration video that we did with Broken Arrow Bison and Noah over there. So everybody that's coming over from that, just want to say a big welcome. But today what I'm going to talk about is the different growth rates between standard beef cattle and longhorns. You see, it's kind of common knowledge that longhorns grow quite a bit slower than your typical Angus, your Limousine, Charolais, Brangus, whatever you want to call it, okay? All the different types of breeds. The longhorns grow a little bit slower than those different breeds. We're going to see how much slower, and we actually have the perfect examples. We have two cows that are almost identical in age that are two different breeds. Sheep, our Charolais Brangus cross, we got her last August when she was 6 months old, so that means that she was born in early-ish February, okay? Then in September we got another set of cows that came in, and with one of them was our cow Scarlet. Scarlet is a full-blooded longhorn, and she can actually be registered. So I went back to the registration papers that I just haven't filed yet because I don't really see a need to, but on there is her birth date, and I checked her birth date the other day and it was February 3rd of last year. So Sheep and Scarlet, they are right neck and neck, same age, born same time, and for about a 9-month average they've been here in the same conditions, in the same herd, moving every day with our cows. So let's see the difference. Is there a huge drastic difference? And what I'm going to show you might surprise some people. Now mind you, I don't have any scales here, so we're not going to get exact weights or anything. We're just going to use the eye test and see. It's a pretty good test anyways. By the way, look at this grass. With all the rain that we've been getting, this is nuts. It's actually kind of hard to walk through here. Yikes. Lo and behold, they are right next to each other almost. This is Sheep here. She's the Charolais Brangus cross. She was born in early February, and she is doing great. You can see her. It's one of the reasons why I picked her. She was born actually across the street to my friend that runs the pasture there. Look at that belly. That belly, there's grass touching the belly. She's short, she's stocky, she's exactly what you want for a grass-fed cow. That is awesome right there. She's going to produce a small calf out of our bull Jordan, and she's going to do great with it. So that's Sheep, okay? Absolutely no complaints about her whatsoever. Maybe a little bit of flies on her. Don't know what that's about. Might look into that if it becomes a little bit more of an issue. But as far as stature wise, as far as growth wise, I have zero complaints. She's perfect. Now over here is Miss Scarlet. Let's take a look at her. Okay, she was born February 3rd of last year. You can see Scarlet, she is a full-blooded, could be registered longhorn. So that'll give you some perspective with her. The grass with her touching her belly. She is the almost exact same age as Sheep, and you can tell by her body stature and everything. That's why we chose her also. Short, stocky, a lot of gut on her. Look at that gut. That's exactly what you want to see, especially when you're feeding especially when you're doing grass-fed only. She's absolutely perfect. So these two cows are the same age, they have the same body style, and if I had to guess, they'd be within 10 to 20 pounds of each other. I mean, it's almost identical. And for people to say that Longhorns don't grow out quickly, or beef cattle grow out so much faster than Longhorns, explain this. I mean, Scarlet here is growing out like your normal beef cow. Might have something to do with this amazing grass that we have here. I mean, look, sheep is over there and she's almost disappeared. But Scarlet is going toe to toe with her as far as weight wise. Now, is Scarlet one of our better cows? Yes, she is. Her and Ellie are the ones that I'm really considering keeping a bull out of if and when they have one. Will you check this out for a second though? Look at this. I'm blown away. This is nuts. This is almost 3 foot tall grass, just thick as can be. Wow. So yes, Scarlet is one of our better ones. Are there cows out here that are not as fat, not as perfect as she is? Of course. But the same could be said for sheep as well. Sheep is one of the better cows. That's why we got her. That's why, you know, if the reason why we got the Charolais Angus is because for whatever reason Longhorns didn't work out. Everybody, you know, that was telling me, oh, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. We had a little bit of a hedge and we could move forward with them. Longhorns are doing great, obviously. So would I say that it's breed specific about as far as weight? No, I think it might be animal specific, to where if we were to compare sheep to one of the older or younger cows, I just want to do sheep and Scarlet because they are exactly the same age. If we're going to compare sheep to Ellie, guess what? They're right there, right there, right there. If we're going to compare sheep to Daphne, maybe not. Daphne's a little bit thin for my liking. She's got a little bit too much leg on her. But she's a great cow, she's doing well here, so we're keeping her. But the reason why I want to keep a bull out of both Ellie and Scarlet, that's because if we can breed those genetics, keep the Longhorn traits, all the Longhorn traits, but just breed the best of the Longhorns, our herd will improve over time. And my goal eventually is to get all of our herd, our entire herd, looking like those two cows. You even look at sheep. When Sheep and Jordan produce a calf, our bull Jordan, short, stocky, exactly what we're looking for, exactly what we want. They're gonna produce a half Longhorn, quarter Charolais, 1/8 Angus, and 1/8 Brahman. Yeah, because it's Brangus. We'll just call it a quarter Brangus. Then we're gonna look at that calf and we're gonna go, that's probably gonna be a good one to keep. Now, are we looking to breed a beef bull to our Longhorn cows? That way we kind of get the best of both worlds. I've kind of really had to think about that, and kind of goes both ways. Sure, we could add a little bit more weight to our half Longhorn herd in that case. Or, here's my thinking. The Longhorns, they survived out in the wild, out in the wilderness, all by themselves for hundreds of years. And there's a reason why they're so parasite resistant. They live twice as long as normal cows. They're just, I love their traits so much, and it just makes it so much easier on me because they add for a little bit more wiggle room than, say, a dairy cow or a beef breed. And then I don't know what exactly it would do to the beef. You see, Longhorn, grass-fed, grass-finished Longhorn actually has less calories per weight than chicken breast. And that is something that I like. You know, the nutrient density of Longhorn is much higher than your typical beef breeds. And you look at the leanness of the beef, and a lot of people are looking for stuff like that. So the Longhorns were created by nature. I don't want to mess that up. They were done perfectly. I couldn't do it better. I mean, sure, could I say, oh, you know what, we could put a little bit more weight on, we could do a little bit of this. Yeah, but I don't know what that's going to do. Over long term, is that going to have, you know, some sort of effect on the overall, you know, health of the herd? Are the, you know, the beef genetics that I don't want going to creep in? So for the most part, we're going to stay completely all Longhorn, and that's because the Longhorns were shaped by nature, and in my opinion, nature can create something much better than any kind of human, even as smart as I think I am, can create. So we're going to leave it at that. We're going to only do Longhorns, but we will try and keep and breed the best Longhorns to the best Longhorns and improve the herd through Longhorn only genetics. So what does that mean for sheep, Dolly, our other Charolais Brangus cross, and her little calf that was born on May 4th, Skywalker? Well, it means that they were an experiment, and the experiment's going to continue, and we're going to keep breeding them, and we're going to see what we do with their offspring, their calves. We might sell them for seed stock if it turns out really well. We might just finish their calves out and offer a half Longhorn, half Angus, obviously tell the customers, because if people are looking for one, the Longhorn, and add a little bit of the, you know, more marbling of the beef breeds, hey, that might work too. So really all options are on the table there. We're gonna take it in a case-by-case basis, but we're open to seeing what they turn into, what their offspring turn into, what the half Longhorn looks like, and then just go from there. And there's little Skywalker. I was walking and he was laying down right there and I kind of scared him. That just shows you how long the grass is. It's crazy. But there's our now prize bull Jordan. Look at him. He is perfect as well. He's got his belly all the way down to the ground. And I'm really excited to see what kind of calves he produces. We have some, I know, cows that are bred here. So it shouldn't be too terribly long until we see what this guy can do. But again, there's sheep doing great with her big belly, waddling everywhere, just doing perfect. And there's Scarlet right there walking away from me. I came out here and she started walking away from me. I'm like, all right, fine. But she looks almost identical. You take off the horns, she looks like sheep there. So is there a big difference? Maybe it's animal specific rather than breed specific. It's gonna be a cool test to see what he turns into. But do typical beef breeds grow much faster than Longhorns? And we're seeing if there's a difference when you take the best of both worlds. It's not much. It's not much at all. But the way I see it, as long as you breed good genetics to good genetics, you're gonna get better genetics. So with that, if you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button down below, ring the notification bell so you get notified when we put up new videos, hit the like button because it really does help with the YouTube algorithm, and drop a comment if you like. Alright, until next time, see ya.